Okay, whatever this is, I'm getting, it's a beautiful day. I think it's you too. But trust me, I went through a lot. I've got some mention of Arctic monkeys, Snow Patrol, so something about snow. There may be your favourite bands for all I know. But whoever this is, that's what you're getting. It's a beautiful day. You too. Maybe somebody finishes their texts off with you too. Or letters. Oh, Aquarius. Isolating yourself, cutting yourself off from people, dimming your light. Why is that? Maybe you just feel the need to do that, to shut the doors and shut the world out for a little bit. So let's see. You was mentioned in somebody else's read, I can't remember which one it was. It's either Leo or Virgo, because they're the only ones I've done so far. So it's a beautiful day. Oh, not feeling the need to defend yourself or not wanting to have to defend yourself in a situation. Maybe that's why you're isolating yourself. But you remember what I said to you every morning, you need to protect yourself, put yourself in that protective bubble and talk to your ancestors, even if it's just for a few seconds, to get that force field around you to stop the negative energy coming in, and you're not doing that. 7 days, 1 week. Spirit giving you the green light. It's time to go. Do it. Whatever it is that, if you've been asking Spirit, should I do it, shouldn't I do it, do it. This is something new, probably, or something that's been going on 3 years, like study, that's going to pay off. So even if you've failed before and you're frightened of taking the risk, do it, because it'll pay off this time within 3 years. They're giving you the green light. Then it may be something that you're not communicating about at the minute. It may be that you've blocked somebody, or problems with child maintenance, something like that. Finances to do with children. Somebody in uniform, a darker complexion, a younger Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. Sagittarius, it's hard lessons learned, especially financially. It's addictions, so alcohol, drugs, shopping, gambling, whatever your addiction is. It might be just a way of life, having the nice things in life. You're going to have to get used to cutting your cough accordingly, and it's going to be a hard lesson. So they're putting you through the ringer at the minute, and you're feeling impatient and frustrated and like you're not getting anywhere. An imbalance is taking place. It may be that you've put toxic substances into your body, possibly even medication. You need to love yourself first. There could be a water sign, female, either in living or spirit, that loves you unconditionally. And if it's your mum, she's talking to you. Pisces energy, possibly, but it's usually, this one's usually Scorpio. Cuspa. So it could be Libra, Scorpio, Cuspa, or Scorpio, Sagittarius, Cuspa. Yeah, you're running out of options. You've got to make a choice, or you've run out of choices, or you've finally made a decision because you've come out of that mental prison of your own making, and you're not over-analysing things anymore. You're not overthinking things. You don't want to think about it. So, what's the positives here? Your green light on loving yourself. No matter what you decide to do that's right for you, but let go of those addictions or the toxic things that you have in your life, because that's a lesson, a life lesson you've got to learn. 7 months is mentioned. Two of Swords, you have to make a decision, and it should be whatever you want to do. You've got the green light. The only positive card there is loving yourself first. The water sign female, so if you block, she might be your choice, and go for it. Even if you're blocked and you're not communicating. Yeah, somebody feels the fool, somebody's scared. Somebody doesn't want to take the risk again because they've already made a fool of themselves once. Putting things off until tomorrow and letting things slide, keeping it in limbo, that's not going to work. If you're doing things for the sake of getting something for yourself out of it, that's not going to work either. Don't play the martyr or the victim, and don't let others do that to you. Don't be a doormat. Put your boundaries in place, and remember to say no now and again. Sacrificing yourself for ungrateful people. The 22 is negative, the 12 is negative, as is the 4. Sorry, the 12 is positive, as is the 4, because you're going to put your boundaries in place. You're going to say no. You're going to come off that cross. You're not just going to be one of the extras anymore. Pisces energy. Here we have the apology. An apology is coming, or improvement slowly in finances. A stubborn individual, it takes some time to come round, but they will. And there it is. Do you know what? That's perfect. So maybe you want to spend some time away from the crowd because you found the perfect match. You found someone who loves you as much as you love them. Unconditional love. It's beautiful. But there is some sort of addiction that's holding this situation back. Yeah. There's no new beginnings, and somebody said no to you once already, or somebody's blocked your path. Your happiness isn't coming true. Your dreams aren't coming true. Maybe there's no child yet, and there is an ex, possibly. Somebody, a woman scorned, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, possibly a professional lady, or a widow, or a divorcee. Could be a mother-in-law, or a mother, or somebody that's out for revenge. And it's an injustice. It's not fair. The lines in the marital home, there may be impotence, there may be fertility problems. It's not fair. But you may have had some bad advice from a doctor, priest, or lawyer. So if it's a female doctor, she's dashed all your hopes by saying you'll never have kids. And I don't think that's true. It may be that you can't have boys. There is a full stop, no communication, no money left for this. But what Spirit is saying is, even if you don't believe you can, miracles can happen, but you've got to stop treating it like it's a military operation. The whole point of a child is it's conceived with love. So enjoy the process is what Spirit is saying. And there is all sorts of fertility symbol. I remember sister-in-laws, they was both found it very hard to conceive, and my mum got a corn dolly and put it in the bag without them knowing. Within weeks they was both pregnant. So it's all about belief. It's about The love and nothing else. But I believe this is something to do with possibly, for some of you, a court case where the ex is stopping your partner seeing the children, or the fear of that. And without the children, there is no chance of this working, I don't think. So, but the love is there. There's no doubt about that. The love is strong. So Libra and the number 11 is negative, but the number 12 is positive. 22 is negative. 4 is positive. I said it was negative, but I didn't realise it was in the reverse. So. But you've got to put your boundaries in place and say no. And if kids are playing one against each other, then you've got to put your boundaries in place, no matter whether the other partner's letting them do as they like. Somebody's got to be constant. You've got to come out of that mental prison, like I said, that you've made for yourself. And I think you are, because you're going to settle this once and for all. You're going to bring things to the ground. Maybe you've stayed quiet up to now. Staying quiet isn't helping anybody. Say your piece. Dental, medical problems, maybe. The mama bear is coming out. The white bear is Armageddon. So it's raising things to the ground to begin again, so you can rise like the phoenix. Patience will be needed, but your ships will come in. Yeah, something hasn't ended yet. Something needs to be brought to a conclusion. Hopefully an amicable one. The 21st is negative, but you need to take action. And now, not any time in the future, today if possible. Somebody's in denial about this tower having to come down the 16th, which is the full moon. It's arguments, accidents, losses within the home, brushing things under the carpet, hoping it'll go away. It's not going to. Watch out for electrical and water problems, actual fires, loss of home, people leaving home, financial problems, etc. Property problems. The 16 is negative. And the 8 or 26 is also negative, so it looks like illness. It could be the heart, the back, the loins, the colon, the prostate, etc. But it's also lack of courage, lack of stamina, and control issues. Illness and bad temper. Lack of respect, really, and probably from the kids. And this could jeopardise the situation because of the lack of respect. So you've got to say no. You've got to put your boundaries in place, especially if you're in like a second marriage and the kids, like I say, playing one against the middle. You've got to put your boundaries in place. Don't fear that they're not going to love you anymore, or they're not going to want to be around you. That's a risk you have to take for them to learn the life lesson that they can't always have things their way, because possibly a child is trying to cause trouble here between two people that love each other. So a child or an ex, I believe. So maybe you're not being seen together in public or something like that. That's not fair. Yeah, you see, something has to end so something new can begin. Scorpio energy, the number 32. You have to bring this to a conclusion. You have to bring it crashing down. Settle this once and for all. It's a long-standing problem. It's been going on far too long. 32. From the rotting body, flowers shall grow, and I am in them. Eternity. Edward, and somebody maybe eats too much, munching. This is all where it goes all dark and becomes mysterious. In astrology, the 8th house, so look at your 8th house and see what sign you've got in it, and then watch that one because it may tell you more. It's the long dark night before the light comes in, the dark night of the soul, and we've talked about that today. We're at that crossroads. Are you going to sell your soul to the devil, or are you going to be happy? You have to be in the unknown a little while longer. Traditionally, the 8th house is about sex, death, psychic powers, control. Yes, we've got control there. Material assets. So such as money, inheritance, that which belongs to other people. But such things you will end up owning, or at least partly. It also represents a time of year when Halloween or Samhain takes place. It's October the 31st. It involves all dark gothic things associated with it. So you maybe got a goth child who's being a bit awkward. And the 8th house card turns up in a spread. The meaning is clear. You are in a period of great transformation. Your matter in question may seem like a life or death issue. This is not a time for superficialities. You may be cultivating your life choices and need for great change. Something that's been in your life for a very long time will crumble like the tower. There we go. And it should, but you're in denial about it, or someone is. It must be built back up in a different way, like the phoenix rising. You will not be able to forge ahead without taking care of this matter. So, bring it to a conclusion. A certain change must be completed before you can move ahead. This adjustment may feel uncomfortable or will not be an easy one. Sex and death are major issues in the 8th house. The beginning and the end. This card means serious business. The 8th house shows what relationships will bring after commitment is made to that partnership. Preceding 7th house, which we've just talked about, Justice and Libra. If love is your question, it's deep and transforming love, wrought with passion and sexual jealousies. You may find yourself sexually irresistible or reborn through sex into a greater level of intimacy and passion. An alternate meaning could be that there's a doorway you should not pass through. Having this card present does not mean someone's going to die. That's unlikely, but it does mean you may end up dealing with things being passed on to you. Inheritance issues, deeds, trusts, insurance policies, goods of the dead, alimony, child support, would I say, and even taxes. The 8th house card also indicates what a partner owns. His or her resources and finances can also concern something passed down from parents and grandparents. These are assets acquired from a relationship. Psychic ability in all its forms is also one of the meanings behind this card. It suggests premonitions, visionary dreams, and seeing into the past, present, and future. But even more so, it indicates a communication from spirit. What did I say? Mum in spirit, maybe. It may be that your home environment is experiencing a haunting. Or you become involved in paranormal interests such as ghosts and other types of spirits, which is why they're saying protect yourself. And you're not doing that. So before you start messing about, you need to figure out how you're going to protect yourself. So once it's started, you can't stop. Past life information is also filed away in the 8th house, surfacing as unexplained phobias or sudden attacks of anxiety. In any event with this card, you are quite connected to the psychic realm. Health-wise, the 8th house card can mean long-term illness with an extended period of recovery for someone who is connected or important to you. And psychic ability usually goes hand in hand with that, serious illness. The 8th house indicates where the elderly or very sick go to die, or a place of healing where there is no cure. Jealousy, rivals, sabotage and stalking are also an issue. So a gentleman may be passing from colon or prostate cancer, and the ex and his children are making it very difficult in the last hours, which is quite selfish, really. However, there are more positive meanings, but then that could be you being selfish and not allowing them to attend. That's not fair or right. Sex and death. You may be experiencing penetrating insight, or you may go through a time of renewal, a time where you are given a second chance at life. Is made over and become a builder. Darkness comes and the tower will fall, but there is better to replace it, so let it go. The 9 of Swords. This is a nightmare situation, they know that, but there is a passing away needed. Shared resources, legacies, dangers, and the occult, ghosts and debts, karmic or otherwise. understanding. Yeah, everybody grieves differently. And unconditional love means that maybe you have to allow yourself to share the one you love with someone else, especially in the times when you don't want to. Your angel guidance is to examine yourself and your current situation in depth so that you have a clear awareness of the underlying reason for your challenges and the situation. Acquaint yourself with the facts about your situation and attitudes before you take decisions. Self-awareness is a necessary foundation on which to build a strong relationship, friendships, and work. Understand your personality is a basis for understanding the spiritual self and your mission on earth. Ask your angels to help you. So if you're in that scenario where the ex and the kids want to be part of your partner's passing or something like that, it's just a scenario. For some of you, it won't mean anything. But you have to have the compassion to know that even though there may have been a lot of water under the bridge and a lot of trouble and a lot of hassle, that moment of saying goodbye is needed. And that's your partner's choice, not yours. And you have to suck it up, buttercup, and allow it to happen. So ask your angels to help you through this dark time. Seek the understanding of yourself and your life and what's brought you to this point. They know it's not been easy, but you have to be the bigger person, is what they're saying, I'm afraid. Oh, dear. th house, Taurus in, I believe it's Pluto, and if it is, we haven't got a Taurus in Pluto. 11th house issues. Yeah, it's your card, Aquarius. So it's about stopping dimming your light. Shine your light. Show others the way. Legs and ankles are healed. Your social and tribal gatherings, tribes will be healed. Deep yellow, group activities, society, friends, hopes, wishes, aspirations, and social consciousness. It's bigger than you, this, I'm afraid. So you're going to have to be the bigger person. I know it's not easy. Mercury is about communications. Taurus, yeah. Mercury retrograde may be an issue. We're feeling it already, I think. So, practical communications, good concentration, and a methodical, literal mind that is slow to form opinions and assimilate facts. Mercury in Taurus has a fixed outlook and refuses to change its mind. And I think you're going to be forced to change your mind about something or someone, whether you want to or not. Stop being stubborn and start thinking of others. But don't be a doormat. Nobody's asking you to be a doormat. But you just got to be the bigger person and love unconditionally. Okay? Jealousy has no place in a healthy relationship. Suspicions, or if they're proven on facts, is a different matter. If you're jealous or insecure about somebody, then that says something about you. If they're going to do it, they'll do it anyway. And there's no point in worrying about it. If and when you find out they've done it, then you can get rid. But the point is, there's no point in basing a relationship on jealousy or suspicion or walking around on eggshells, because it just don't work. Thanks for listening.